Welcome back to the channel today. Today we are taking a deep dive into the numerology of number 6. Are you the person that everyone relies on? Are you the glue that holds relationships together? If so, then you might hold that compassionate energy of the number 6. So today we're going to talk about the meaning of the number 6. This is the healer and the nurturer, positive traits and challenges, and even career paths for a life path 6. So stick around for that. But first, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and hit that bell so you don't miss any future uploads. But first, what is a number 6 and what does it mean? So some of the core symbolism of a number 6 is that responsibility and harmony and healing, compassion, home and relationships. So these are the nurturers, the beauty, caretaking, love, and service. They're a little idealistic. So just keep that in mind moving forward as we talk about what encompasses a number 6 energy. So this is all about the emotional connection of people, much like a number 2, but very family oriented, very caring, nurturing, caretaker. So if 6 is in your personal calendar this year, this would be a great time for moving homes, redecorating homes, family services, relationship healing, marriage, partnership, parenthood, caregiving. All of these things are representative of a number 6. So during this time, focus on these issues. And typically a lot of this stuff happens without you even knowing it. So if it's a 6 month as well, good time for family gatherings, again, home renovations, creating beauty and comfort, addressing emotional needs. What does a life path 6 look like in real life? So it might look like early life path 6 in childhood often matures early due to the family dynamics. They become the peacemaker or caretaker at a young age. So they may take on that emotional or physical responsibility early, maybe caring for siblings, maybe caring for parents, maybe caring for a grandparent as well. So they might have taken on those roles early as the nurturer or caretaker. So when they move into early adulthood, they have already had that emotional relationship practice. So then they can easily find that partner for themselves, find that life for themselves, build a home, build that family, or a career that serves others as well. They are drawn to healing professions typically, or artistic expression. So anything that has that emotional aspect, it would be great for a life path 6. Moving on to midlife, they become that mentor or pillar in the community since they do have all those emotional connections with people. They also draw from their healing practice and their connections to create that balance. They have that giving and receiving. Again, much like a 2, the yin and yang, they have to find that balance for others, also learn to care for themselves. So later in life, they are very valued in their community, in their families. They value their relationships, their creative contributions, their teachings. They're often surrounded by loved ones, family and friends. They're very much homebodies because that's what they value. They value their safe space. Some of the positive characteristics of a number 6 are that they are deeply caring, they're emotional, intuitive, they're natural counselors, peacemakers, they're supporters, they like the beauty around them, they have a very aesthetic eye, so they like that home decor, they like the artwork, they are very loyal and protective as well. They do have a sense of justness and fairness. They are devoted to improving the lives of others. So some of the challenges is that they may overly give. They may be a martyr in some cases. They may ignore their own needs. They could be controlling or maybe perfectionists as well. But by taking on other people's burdens, they have a difficulty in saying no sometimes. Maybe they're people pleasers. They feel unappreciated or taken for granted by the care that they give and maybe not receive as well. So this is finding the balance of a number 6 to find your voice, set your boundaries, and have those healthy relationships, keyword healthy relationships. So what does it look like for life path 6 in the real world? This is to bring beauty and balance, compassion, relationships, to serve without losing yourself. They do have to balance giving and receiving as well. So that has to deal with their own self-worth. That has to recognize that they are empowered by empathy and shifting away from codependence or domination in some way. So with that being said, what are some possible career paths for a life path 6? They could be counselors or therapists, nurses or doctors. They could be teachers or social workers, coaches and community leaders, family advisors. In a creative field, that might mean interior design or artists, musicians. They could be wedding planners or florists. Home care roles such as child care or elder care, pet care even, or hospitality. They do need a career that will support them emotionally, have that safe space when they go to work. They should have a strong emotional intelligence, like communication. They should have a lot of patience in their work, professional relationships, natural leaders in family-run businesses as well, or heart-centered roles, nonprofits. Any career challenges might be staying in jobs too long due to loyalty. We don't want them to be taken advantage of. We don't want them to feel burnout or over-identify with clients or coworkers. A lot of times, a 6, again, working on their boundaries, might not be the one to say no. They might be like, ooh, I can take on that extra work. And then they'll turn around and say, God, why did I do that? They're people pleasers. So just be aware, set your boundaries, and make sure that you take care of yourself first. So what are some spiritual lessons? Sole purpose is to bring love, healing, balance into the world, beginning with yourself. So the spiritual challenge that you may not be responsible for everyone's happiness. Healthy boundaries are acts of love for them, for the other person and yourself. So transform to the higher power guide. All in all, the Life Path 6 is the healer and the heart and the nurturer of the numerology chart. It teaches how to love responsibly and live harmoniously. So I'm curious, leave down below in the comments, are you Life Path 6? And how does that energy show up in your life and relationships? Of course, like this video if you like this video, and click one of these links for more from Numerology Lab. I'll see you over there.